You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up.
Oh, it is so good to be doing one of these again. I haven't done a stream in forever, especially a play-by-play. But we're alive. We're here. Right now I've got the game running on another tab. I'll pull up the live stats because I'm not showing the game. I'm not getting gotten, especially since they're doing it through YouTube for Oswego State. So I'm not taking that shot. I normally don't. So we're back. First one in a different place. I'm not in the normal studio, so apologies if there's background noise. I can't control other people. I wish I could sometimes. But we're back. We're alive. I even got stats with me for once, and they're updated. Because last time we did a podcast, they were outdated by a game, and I was so mad because I couldn't go off of that because I won't. But hey, we're good now. And before even really talking about the game, we got a note about what just happened last weekend. So Utica has Stonehill walk in the building, a Division I college team that's currently in purgatory. You may have heard that yelled from Section 103 if you were there, that they were in purgatory, or from 102 that they were frauds. That part wasn't me at first. That was the herd that led that one. But Utica ended up blowing them out, 7-2? Was that the game? Let me check. But, because there was one. No, yeah, 7-2. I don't remember the second goal. Is that bad? I really don't. It might have been on Lanzi. But great game nonetheless. Some great moments from it. I got to get the clip. I'll post clips of scores and stuff when I can get them because I have them on. I have the clips, but I don't have them with me on my computer. That's something I got to get done. That'll get done after finals week, hopefully. Well, it will. I know it will. So we'll get that done. But it was a really good game. I mean, they made a statement. They made a huge statement, and I mean, nobody expected it to be like that. We all walked into the game going, I don't know what's going to happen, and I feel like we're going to get hammered at first if we play like we did last weekend against Elmira or St. John's. Wow. They showed up like they were a D1 team themselves. Stonehill was great. Played great. Their passes were straight up tape to tape. Barely any mistakes there. They couldn't find the net. Their first shot had our whole section looking at each other going, who are these guys? And why is shooting like that? Because the first shot was so fast. I don't even think Erob knew it was coming before it was in the net. But we thought that would set the tone. It didn't. Utica comes out on top, and we were all pumped. I mean, I've never yelled that loud this season, or I don't even think last season I got that loud, but it had the whole building buzzing. The whole building was buzzing. One of the guys in my section, we all asked around who's going to score, called it. The other co-host of CNY Hockey Report, Jeremy Roberts, was the one who called it. Good job on that one. I don't know how you called that. And then somebody else I was sitting with called Morris for this first score, and they got it wrong, but then he scored a hat trick, so they called him for the right guy, wrong thing. But just a note, looking at the lineup, Lundberg and up. I think it's Gooley that's out that would normally be in, and that's just looking at it off the top of my head. And I know Spags is out because of the misconduct last game. There was a fight. 2 got thrown from Stonehill. 1 gets thrown from Utica. And it was Spagnuolo. So he's serving a 1-game suspension So they're still not started. We're good. As long as they don't start a little early. They're still in warm-ups. They're doing something with warm-ups. I don't know what they just showed. That they showed warm-ups at least. So looking at the team, still same lines as usual. You have like ADR, Herrera, and Vladdy on the same line. You still have the Vitale, Briol, and the who's on with them? Vitale, Briol. I don't have it in front of me, and I should know. Acosta's running with the fourth line of Gut, and there's somebody across from him. I don't remember who. Your normal hand throwing line is Carroll, Wood, and no, Murph was the one that was down on the fourth line. Murph usually runs with him, so I think it's Hughes that's running with him today. I remember looking at it, the first three lines looked unchanged. It was Morse that was up there. All right, I'm not going crazy. I thought I said Morse already. I didn't look at defensive lines. I kind of skimmed it, but I expect the same lines as normal. There's probably not going to be much movement there. I didn't expect it. I didn't really see anything. But names to highlight tonight from our side would be obviously Brolt's leading the team in scoring in terms of points. He's tied for first in goals, and he's tied for second in assists. The only guy who has more is Christian Acosta, who's one behind him in points, two above him in assists, three behind him in goals. Okay, for a second that math didn't add up, but it says the game has not started yet. Live stats will automatically be available once the event begins. There we go. No. All right, let me share it to that tab for now, and then I'll figure it out as it goes. But yeah, this will be an interesting game. I don't know what to expect. Again, this is an interesting team that you don't know what you're going to get until you get it. You never know what you're going to get until you get it. With Oswego State, it reminds me of some of these other games this season where you're looking at going, which of each side is going to show up? Watch, I pull up summary, and it hasn't started yet. What? Trying to see. I used to leave it on play-by-play. I think I'm going to – do I leave it on – I'll leave it on scoring. No, I'll do all. Because I'm gonna be a little behind on the play-by-play, and then it's going to – I can't wait for someone to be like, you're late. Yeah, I know. Go as fast as I wish it would. They were just doing the anthem when I last checked, so it should be good in a couple, maybe a minute. Drop the clock. One stat that I did pick out when I was looking at stats, updating them, it's only one guy with two guys with 5 or more penalties, and that would be 5 penalties for 10 minutes each, and that's Brighton and Kimball Johnson. And they both played 8 games. That's kind of funny. There's only 2 guys in the negatives and plus minus, and that would be Vitale and Gut. That was another thing that I picked out. There's one guy with 0, and then everybody else is 1 and 1. Nobody above 5? Oh no, there is a 9 in there. I think it's Scoville with 9. Well, there's ads running on their thing, and it's so confusing. I'm trying to do something, and I'm hearing the voices from the ad. That's why I'm taking half a second to get things out. I'm trying to think of anything else I need to note before the game. I didn't really have a planned out report. I just expect I don't know what to expect with this game. Ranked games always worry me to the point where I don't know what you're going to get. All right, they're doing a little puck drop. Who's got a C? When did they hand out? They must have handed out captain stuff because they never officially handed out the C. Scoville's too, right? Yeah, they gave the C to Scoville. I like it. I had a feeling they might. I like that. I love seeing it and going from an A to a C because the last guy to have it was Dante Zapata, and then they never did it in the beginning of the season, which I get when you have a mostly freshman lineup. All right, yep. Game starts. We should start in a couple seconds. They're all doing the huddle around the goal. Guys like Vladdy, Vitale, E-Rob's in that tonight. No surprise. E-Rob seen a D1 team last week and some very good teams recently. I'm not surprised. They had a shot on Gary. Gary's got his normal, like, neutral face on. I don't think I've ever seen Gary start a game not, like, stone face neutral. All right, game has started. Utica has the puck. They get it into the zone early, and then it's taken away by Oswego State. Oswego State is carrying it into the they have play on, turning that off. So it is in the Utica defensive zone. They have it up top. Try to drop it low. They drop it low circle on E-Rob's left side to take a shot, direct it away. They come around the other side on E-Rob's right. They try to send to the point, send it other side. They bring it low. They have it in the low right corner. Utica trying to force it out. They take it up the boards, try to drop it low. They can't. They do. They get it in, they get it into E-Rob in net, and he freezes the puck. They actually have a ticker for the players. I like that. We need one of those. We don't have one. The extra skater tonight is Lundberg. Gut fills into line 4. Those are your two changes for Utica tonight, as far as I know. I didn't check the D. Oswego State wins a faceoff, takes a shot. It's redirected wide, and Utica gets it in the low behind the net in the zone. They're looking to carry it up, and they do. Sent wide. Can't be secured, but it is, and it's dumped in. Oswego State gets it after it comes around behind their own net, and they bring it into the neutral. Dump it in the offensive. Utica secures it in their own zone, around behind the net. They take it away from Oswego State and look to get it out. That they do. They dump. Dump into a line change? No. They keep their line out there. And now there's the dump into a line change. It's watching them enough, you kind of see when they're going to do that. It's dumped in by Oswego State, but Utica gets it. They get it behind their own net, and they're carrying it up. Cross is wide. It connects. Dumped in. Utica can't get it. Oswego State beats him to it. Dancing around behind his own net, and he sends it around up the boards. They try to get it up. It was deflected, but it still ended up on Oswego State stick. They have a high zone shot. Save. They score. Oswego State scores off a rebound on E-Rob. They shot it from the point. I don't know what happened, but they got it in. Not even 2 minutes in, and Oswego State pots the first one. Cam Simons with the goal for Oswego State. That is his first. That is Cam Simons' first for Oswego State. Utica wins the faceoff, and it's an offside, so they're taking one right outside the offensive zone, taking a faceoff. They win the faceoff back, try to get it to the defenseman. There's pressure. They do. They tried to dump it into the zone, and they couldn't. It found its way to Roberts and is given to Utica. Utica D, they send it around the boards. They have it up into the offensive zone, and it's taken away before they can really get a foothold there. Utica has it in their own defensive zone. They send it up the boards. Nobody was there. Nobody could get it, even though there was two guys there, and Oswego State has it. They tried to dump it in. It doesn't work. Utica has it. It's driving the offensive zone. They kind of recollect, sending it in, bringing it down low. Shot. It is sent wide. Shot. They dump it low, circling on the right side of the goalie. Looking, shoots high circle. Sent away. Oswego State secures it in their low zone and dumps it out. Utica gets it right outside the zone. Acosta dumps it in. Utica doing some switches while the puck is in the offensive zone. Oswego State had it behind their own net and Utica was waiting for them to bring it out. They're driving through the neutral zone into the offensive zone on Erod's right, around behind the net. He gets knocked over by the ref or tripped up. Utica has it driving. He looks back. Shot. Oh, the shot is saved from middle high circles. I think there might have been a tip there, too, off a rebound. It was D'Orazio that brought it in, and then he passed it to Morse, who had the nice shot, but it was gloved down. Face off in the offensive zone, won by Oswego State. They try to dump it out. They do. They had dumped it up the boards, but Utica gets it back, driving it up the – oh, no. They tried to cross it to the right side, and nobody was there. Utica has it in their own zone from D to D, looking up, wide to the forward. It's off of Hughes' skate and into the offensive zone. Oswego State collects, and they carry it out up the left side boards. Nope, it's stopped in by Utica. Nope, it comes out. Oswego State takes it back on a board battle. Tries to make a move. That he can't. Utica gets it back. They're trying to get it out. They take it back around. They almost take it back around behind the net, and they're driving up the middle of the zone to the left. Dumps it. Goes all the way around, almost secured by Utica, but he can't get it. It is dumped out, and Utica gets it. That is ADR that tried to get it. He couldn't. Oswego State dumps it in. Utica has it behind their own net, passing around. Behind their own net still, driving up the right side. Off the boards, they send it up. It is secured by Oswego State and sent the other way, but Utica gets it along the boards in front of their bench. But it's dumped in by Oswego State. Oswego State looking to try to get a shot. They do. Saved by E-Rob. Oswego State had it on to his left on the boards, up to the point. Shot. Saved. Sent out. The defenseman gets it again, coming low. He's now below the red line, looking. Utica trying to take it away, and they do. They send it up the left side boards of E-Rob, but Oswego State secures it and dumps it in from D to D. E-Rob tries to get it off the boards. He can't. Oswego State has it low, behind the net. He tried to pass it up to his D-man. It gets there. He tried to go D to D, but he couldn't. Utica has it. The Lakers got it back, and they dump it in. They shoot. Ooh, he whiffed. Utica coming back up the other way. Who is that? Is that Herrera? Herrera, look, he's shooting. Had it away. Herrera hit hard behind the net, and Utica still has it up to the defenseman right side. Shoots. That is saved on the shoulder of the Oswego State goalie. All right, fourth line coming out of gut. Acosta on that right side. But Acosta and, well, D-man pair is the bar pair. Face off one by Utica, one back, but Oswego State gets it. They try to dump it in, but Utica gets it. Brings it around behind the net, looking, knocked over. Oh, big hit by Utica behind their own net, and they send it up high. Utica looking, shoots. It's not wide. They have it to the goalie's left, trying to get it up the boards. They can't. It went around the other way, and Oswego State has it. Driving into the offensive zone off the boards, but it's not. It is secured by Oswego State, but knocked away by a Utica forward. Looking up, he's looking, bringing it into neutral. Passes into the offensive. I don't know if they got it. Nope, it was dumped low. They have it now. It's a board battle, taken away by Oswego State and taken out into the neutral. Nope, it was sent. It was taken and dumped by Utica. It was doing a line change. Oh, their stream's lagging. No, Utica trying to keep it in. They can't. Oswego State gets it out. They dump it in. Oh, I buffered again. Utica trying to keep it up, keep it out. They can't. Oswego has it top point. They cross shoot block. They have it low to Erob's left. Moving around to the top D man. Drops it low, shoots. Sent wide. That was a hard shot for Erob. You saw that, and it was sent all the way back in Oswego State's offensive zone from the defensive zone. There's a one-man forward swap for Utica as Oswego tried to drive it in. They do. They dumped it. They have it. Driving. Shoots. Nothing. Utica had it behind the net, was driving it up the right side boards, stopped in his tracks. That looked like a trip, but they dump it into the Oswego State offensive zone. Oswego State looks on the right boards. They send it. Can't get it there. So Utica has behind their net looking. They're battling for it on the to Erob's left. Sent around to his right. Shot. It is sent wide. Oswego State had it high on the right side, dropped it low, doing a D swap. They bring it around to the left to Erob's right. It's sent out to the Utica forward up high. Looking. He had an open lane to the slot, and he didn't get it there. Utica has it to the goalie's left, but it's secured by Oswego State behind their own net. Utica dropping out. They try to pass it. They get it to the middle, and they dump. Erob has it, and he freezes. I'm like freezing up here sometimes. I go to say a word because I'm making sure I'm right. Whew. Let me check if it's not updated, the play-by-play. I hope it is. I tried to mess with it, but my computer's lagging. Pioneers win the face-off and try to bring it, send it up the boards. They do on the right side, bringing it up. They try to send it up the boards. It's secured by Oswego State, and they get it out. Utica chasing. Utica getting back one chaser from Oswego State. Looks like a penalty on the Utica University team. Who's it on? Looks like Orazio's coming on. Was it a penalty? I don't think it is. It might have been icing. Yeah, it was icing. They said something about a penalty. Shot from the point. Nothing. Shoot again from the middle. Sent away. Utica he was trying to fight for it on the left side, but Oswego State gets it, brings it around their net, and carrying it up the middle. Sent to the left side. Oswego State has it, dumps it low. Utica gets it. Sent around behind the net, and Utica looking, passes it up the right side. It is secured, brought into the offensive zone. Can't get around the defender, who takes it the other way. Oswego State carries in the offensive zone to Erob's right. Tried to pass it back to the defenseman, but I think it's an offside. Yep. Yeah, my play-by-play is not updating on the website. All right, come on, stream load. I don't want to mess with it right now. Utica has it. Shooting! Covered and frozen. Utica had it. It got loose in front of the net. They got to get it. They got to get a score here. If they want to set it even and kind of shake up this game right now, you got to get something here. You got to. That was such an opportunity in front of the net. Oh, that was so much open ice. He had nobody in front of him besides the goalie. It's one back by Oswego State, but Utica manages to get it. They have it high. Defenseman shoots it low. It's two for each team fighting for it low, and Oswego State gets it, crosses it wide, takes it out of the zone, and dumps it. They secure it, get a shot on Erob, but it's sent wide. They have it to his right. Utica getting it out, carrying it up the right side boards in front of the bench. He stopped in his tracks, and Oswego State gets it. It looks like that was a change. It's tapped back. It's sent around behind Erob. Utica has it, and they're bringing it up. Everybody had to get some fresh legs. Utica brings it into the offensive zone. Lost it in the corner. Oswego State bringing it back the other way, up the middle, in the neutral, dumping it in. They have it to Erob's right, coming around behind the net. Oh, Utica secures it. Bringing it up in the middle, secures it, dumps it. And that is called icing, so it's coming back into Utica zone. I haven't done this much talking for a stream in so long. I'm so glad I'm not where I used to be, so I don't have to take that like 5-minute break for the intermission. I can just look through the stats and kind of go from there. Utica wins it back. They have it behind the net and send it around. They dump it back around the other way. Utica secures it, and they lose to Oswego State. No, they don't. Sends it wide, can't get it, and it's sent the other way in front of the Utica bench. It's dumped low, but Utica holds it behind their own net. Up to the left, crossing wide. They dump it. Looks like they're doing some swaps, but Utica still has it. No, they don't. It was taken away and sent out. They're carrying up to Erod's left. Low circle. Mid. Shot. Didn't get through. Utica taking it back up the left side. Looking. That is Hughes. Dumps back. Shot. And it's saved. It's going to be a face-off to his left. Face-off to Oswego's left. I didn't even notice the benches were on opposite sides until like 5 minutes in. I'm glad we can see our bench because then I know who's coming on and off. It's Andrew Della Rovere taking the face off. He wins it back for Utica. High left point, looking, dumps it low. Sent behind the net. Utica secures it. There's a battle. They get it. And they're looking to send it up the right side boards. They do. Looking, shot. Can't get through. And it's low. Below the net. Oswego State gets it and is trying to take it out. It's taken away. Utica has it. No, it's taken away from them. They're trying to get it out. They can't. And they do. Taking it up the left. It's Erob's right around the boards. It's dumped. It's sent around behind the net. Looking. Passes across. And dumps it into the neutral. Tried to get a pass there, but it didn't work. Stuck in the neutral is Oswego State. Utica gets it finally. Looking, bring it up the middle. Shot. Saved. Glide. Little high. They looked at Gary, and Gary's not angrily yelling yet, so I guess that's a plus. I guarantee we didn't see him angrily yelling. That's probably what it is. The Murph, Gut, and Acosta line are on. Scoville back there. Defense. I assume it's Scoville and Kimball like normal. Oswego State wins it back and tries to dump it up the side boards. They can't. Sent behind the net. Oswego State gets it. They dump it neutral. Utica gets it in their own zone. Holding. They pass it up. They got it up the right boards. Dumps it there. Sends it back to his own forward trailing. Into the corner. And Oswego State gets it back off the boards. They're driving a 3-on-2. Looking, shoots right side. And that is saved by Ethan Roberts. And that comes off as Kimball and an Oswego State player goes sliding into it. All right, fresh legs coming on for Utica. That is the Briot line. That is line one. Briot, Vitale, and it's Briot, Vitale. Who's the third? And that is D'Orazio and Barr that is sitting as a defensive line right now. Around behind the net after it's won by Utica. Can't secure it on a hit. Ref wiped out by an Oswego State player. Utica has it in their own zone off the left boards. And it is an icing. It's Morse that I was looking for. I've done it twice tonight where I forget that it's Morse anchoring that other side. Just to note, Landsberger threw 2 games, 96 save percentage. Even though he's not playing, I just felt the need to note that with the break. And Oswego State loses the faceoff. Utica turns it around behind their own net, tries to dump it up the boards. They sent it to an Oswego State player, but couldn't secure it. Back in by Oswego State, but Utica managed to secure it up the boards. Nobody there. Oswego State could have played it, so it's not an icing. Back around the other way, behind their net is Oswego State. They try to get it out. They do. Neutral zone, offensive zone. E-Rob's left. Nice hit by a Utica forward, and it's frozen off an easy save by E-Rob. Let's go 2-1. That hit was dealt by Vitale. Nice little drop right there. He doesn't just get points, he hits. Utica loses the faceoff, but manages to almost secure the puck. That they do. And they have it, getting it out. Oswego State secure it in their own zone, right past the blue line, and dumped it. They dumped it in now. Erob heads behind his own net, hands it to a player who sends it around the boards. Oswego State manages to get in front of that pass. They tried to send it up to the defenseman, but Utica secures it and then loses it. They passed it into the offensive zone. Utica trying to get it out of the defensive zone. That they do up their own boards. Oswego State gets it, but it's taken away. Utica 2-on-1. Looking, shoots, scores, score. That is Aiden Hughes with a score. That is a tie game, 1-1. I hope that played. It didn't really play for me. Whew. Wow. 14-17 into the period, and Utica scores. They win the faceoff into the offensive zone. They dump it. Oswego State gets it around behind their own net, dumping it out into neutral. Utica secures it up the boards, dumping it into their own zone. Oswego State gets it. D to D. Tries to get it out up the boards. They can't. Utica gets it. High zone. Tries to cross it. He can't off the boards. Oswego State gets it. They're taking it the other way. Forward carries it in. Looking. E-Rob's right. Defenseman to defenseman. Looking. A Utica player opposes him. Coming up high. He dumps it low. Utica secures it. There's a scrum behind the net. Comes out Utica's way. And they try to cross ice. They can't do it. The screen just buffered again. It's all the way into the offensive zone, but it is won. The race is won by Oswego State, so they're coming back. All right, I'm driving the screen, so I'm going to jump. All right. Utica wins it back, dumping it up the boards. They can't secure it, so it's a fight in front of their own bench. One by Oswego State crossed over the ice to nobody. They still get it, though. Carrying it up in front of Utica's bench, up the boards. They dump it. Utica wins the foot race. They send it around behind the net the other way. Coming up the middle now is Utica. Crosses it to Murphy. Crosses it the other way. Can't get it there, and Oswego State gets it back. Into the neutral. I think it caught the ref, but they get it into the offensive. Ref almost got taken down again. Utica has it in their own zone, driving into the neutral, dumps. They can't get there. Oswego State beats them. Up the boards in front of Utica's bench. Dumped into the corner. Utica wins it. Looking up the boards in front of on their own side, on their bench side. They dump it. Oswego State wins the race, and they're coming back the other way. Same side in front of the Utica bench. Up the middle in the offensive zone. Tries to pass it. It's blocked. Utica dumps it up the other side boards. It gets there 1-0. Looks for the score, and he can't get it in. Oswego State taking it the other way. The cameraman was slow on that. I couldn't see it till he deked, and he almost scored. They take it into the Erob's right in the corner. Utica gets it back. Brolt carrying, looking up through the neutral, passes into the offensive. Oswego State secures and is coming the other way. Up in front of Utica's bench. Ooh, nice hit from Utica. And they dump it back up those same boards. Utica has it up the middle, up the neutral. 1-on-4, and it's a dump. They're doing a line change. Dumped it around, and it is secured by Oswego State. Utica gets it. No, not anymore. Oswego State carrying it back up on the other side boards, and Utica gets it after a dump. So now they're changing. Utica carrying up into the neutral on their board or on their bench side. Looking shot. It's blocked. Shot again. Nothing. He crashed and shot, and he couldn't get it on net. It's secured again by Utica, still in the offensive zone. Looking, shooting left side. Blocked. Oswego State gets it and dumps it out. That was a good little sequence by the Pioneers. They have it in their own zone. D-man dumps it along the bench. They get it and dump it. They dumped it right into the glove, and that is frozen. Whew. Landsey pointing something out as they show the bench. Still love that new helmet he's got. Love all our goalie helmets. It's won by Oswego State. Try to get it up the Utica side boards. They do. They dump. They have it. Looking to shoot, but he's hit hard on the Oswego State side, and they carry it up the opposing side to Europ's right. They dump. And it makes its way to the goalie. Vladdy would have been there if it comes around the boards. So it's going to be coming out to, I want to say the goalie's right from where that ref's standing. Let's go to an instant replay. Good hit by Scoville on that previous play. I like this broadcast showing a little bit from both sides. I like it. Brighton line on defense. Acosta line on offense. There's the fourth line, and they win it. Tries to dump it. They've got it along the blue line. Now they dump it. Utica has it. Low. A forward loses his stick. That was Oswego State forward. I thought it was Utica forward. It is dumped by Oswego State after they carried it in the neutral. Utica is there. The board battle behind Erob is won by Utica. And they dump it along the Oswego State side to Erob's left. They have it. 2-on-1. Acosta looking. Passes. Ooh. Into a defender. They have it up on the right side. Defenseman shot. And it is saved by Milberg of Oswego State. Milberg's getting in front of some decent shots here tonight. Utica's got to flip that switch. Flip that switch. Come on. All right, face off. It is the first line of Rialt, Vitale, and Morse. It is won back by Oswego State, and they look to send it up the Utica boards. They get it there. It passes a defender, and it is icing. Okay. I think the Utica defender was in a position to play that, but the refs called icing. It's coming back down to Milberg's right. 1 minute and 1 second left on the clock. We're coming down to 1 minute warning in the first period. Utica wins it back, but it's dumped out by Oswego State. Utica has it at the midline of the ice, dumps it in, couldn't get out midline, and they bring it around. Oswego State brings it around up the Utica side. They have it on the right side, shoots. It is off the glove of Erob, and they have it behind the net. They try to dump it around, but Utica gets it. There's a board battle, 2-2 each team. Utica wins it, comes back around behind the net, and dumps it up the Utica side boards. And it's off the boards into the opposing zone. Was that on goal? That made it on goal. So it might have. He made a reaction like it made it on goal. Yep. Taking a face off to Milberg's left. 24 seconds left in the first period. Callie, Brill, more signs coming off. Nope, they're sending them back out. No, they're not. What is going on? I'm so confused what they just did. Utica wins it back or tries to win it back, and Oswego State manages to get in there and disrupt it. Utica has it, dumps it into the offensive. Oswego State has it behind their own net, up the left or up the right side of their goalie, but it's cut off by Utica. Utica fighting for it, fighting for it. Two guys of theirs, three of Oswego State. That is the end of the first period. Utica's tied with Oswego State 1-1. I see an orange hat every time they pan over to this side that has Oswego State's goalie. Little John here from Hughes and Carroll over to the four Oswego State players. Let them know, boys. Let them know. Hughesy. How many did you say right now? Oh, that's his fifth. That gets him 11 points, and that ties him for first and points on the team. I like it. I like it. All right. Are these stats not updated? All right, I'm turning off their announcers now. I had their announcers on, and it was it's a little weird. It's not giving me. All right. I'm reloading this page. Sometimes these pages don't work, and I don't know why. I really don't know why. Utica's had a problem with live stats for a while. They've had problems where like they turn them off for a game or this or that. It's so aggravating. I'm showing it, and it's not giving me anything. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I really don't. I really don't. It won't even give me a stat sheet. All right. I'm going to mess with this. Because I get aggravated when tech doesn't work like this. So if it's not going to show it, I'm not going to show a page of nothing. I won't leave for this intermission. At least not right now. I almost spelled intermission wrong. That's not good. Today, I am not having that kind of day. I'm having the kind of day where, why did it move it up? It's not supposed to. Okay, that really? Nothing is working. Is everything trying not to work? See, it's showing. Okay, I'm leaving it like that. I want it to segment down. It won't. All right, I'm leaving it. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I'm not getting aggravated over it. Nothing has worked for live stats this season. And it's not even Utica's this time. It's Oswego State's. They're doing it through their page. Somebody dropped something upstairs. I so want to yell, "Hey, you! I'm streaming here." I so want to yell that so many times this year when I've done a podcast. I've almost done it. I've almost done it once or twice because I've been blasting music the whole time, and I'm so glad I don't think it's picked it up. And nobody slammed the door. Nobody slammed the door. It's like a miracle. Somebody always is slamming doors. Yeah, I don't know what to do to get stats here. I really don't. I don't know why they're not updating. First period for both teams. You think? Oh, I hate technology. Why can't we just do it through ours now that it actually works? Because it didn't work for like 3 games. Either it was the end of last season or the beginning of this season. It didn't work. I don't know why it didn't work. I wish I did, because I could have told them, oh, it's probably something super simple. I don't know. I'm about to just put it on Twitter or men's Twitter page and just say, "Here you go." They don't even do scores anymore. Why don't they do scores anymore sometimes? D3 Hockey News might have it. D3 Hockey News might have. USCHL might have a live. USCHL might. Or I just put it on the D3 men's Twitter page, the D3 Hockey News Twitter page. And you can probably just get updates from a bit of everything there. It's not bad. Let me just note that Oswego State got stomped by Elmira not once but twice. Oh, they did lose that game to St. John's. Okay. That makes me feel a little better that they lost to St. John's like that. I knew it was. I heard them do the. I want to say buzzer and bell. Why? I heard them. We were hanging out before the Utica game for the second Thanksgiving tournament game, and I heard it go off for the third St. John's goal, but I didn't hear anything after that, so I didn't know it was 5-2. Just to note, I don't know if I've noted this before, but I think I noted it in my video for the Teddy Bear Toss that alumni Donovan Ott, former hockey player for the Utica U Pioneers, did ref the first Oswego State game of the Thanksgiving Showcase when they played Elmira. I saw him out there and going, "Oh, look, it's Otter. It's Otter." Just to think, I've seen that guy at Thursday night pickup skates before. Who would have thought? Yeah, his life stats are doing great right now. All right. Since this isn't going to work, let's see if USCHO can do it. I didn't even type that right. I'm hoping they have a live page. It would make sense for them to have a live page. Would it not? If not, I can pull up the polls while I'm here. Either way, I can pull up something, okay? I want to get who the assist went to on that goal. Because I didn't catch who it went to. Ooh, I might have it. The Ranger game's on too. Forgot about that. And the Notre Dame game's on too. I got so mad. I was like, there's an off chance this is an early game. It's not. I was hoping that on that off chance it would be. Please give me. Ooh, Cortland's playing Newman. That's not going to be a shutout. Arcadia beat somebody 7-1. Franklin Pierce. How does Arcadia win against anybody 7-1? Okay. Huh. That's things I haven't seen in a while. Around Potsdam's already down 3-0. Geneseo is up 3-0 on Morrisville, and it's the start of the second there. I could be watching that game too. Chatham, Lebanon Valley, I almost said Vegas for some reason, is 0-0 end of the first. And the Alvernia game starting right now. I can't tell who that is Alvernia's playing. The assist, there was one assist on that goal, and it went to Chris Carroll. So that makes it Chris Carroll's. Where is he on my stat sheet? He's low. That is his third assist on the season. So he is 0. I'm not gonna say what I was gonna say about a certain stat because everyone's gonna get one. So I'm gonna wait. Ethan Roberts has saved 7, and Brandon Milberg has saved 8. Both have allowed a goal. So Aiden Hughes had Carroll on the assist on his, and Simons had Ryan and Francis assist on his goals. His goal, not goals. Goals. What am I doing? I'm a mess tonight. First stream back, and I still can't English. It's better than messing up my question in front of Gary Hinnon. Yep. They have the goalies on here. Or goalies. The refs on here. Great idea. Yeah, they don't show them on the Utica page for a good reason. All right, let me check back on the game. It says it's back. I hope it's not. I've been fighting with this. I better not have missed anything if they come back. That's the thing is I'm trying to get stats going. So it's a mess. I might screen share that page if my tab will load for the YouTube. There's no way their intermission was that short. We went to intermission 10 minutes ago. Not even. Unless the stream was behind. With the internet here. I've had problems with it on the podcast, the CMI Hockey Report, where it'll be like, oh yeah, guess what? Your internet doesn't exist. You're just going to buffer. What? Every once in a while, I'm glad Dave the Save has the dial-up modem sound. No, it's not dial-up modem. He's got a sound. My first thought is dial-up modem when I hear it. I don't think that's what it is. It might have been. I don't remember. I haven't been on a show. There wasn't one this week, so I'm kind of thrown off. And finals are next week, so I'm all over the place. But let's reload this. I hope it comes up because I'm going to be so angry if this doesn't come up and I miss something. But hey, technical errors are technical errors. These ones I can't fix. Just to note, any Notre Dame fans out there, see, they're not even back. Tyler Buckner is back on campus at Notre Dame. For anyone who's a Notre Dame fan. Probably not, but, you know. Never hurts to mention. When I did look, Notre Dame was losing in their game against MSU. Not good, because I know an MSU fan. We're going to ignore like I didn't see that score. Cause then I'm going to want to look. And I'm kind of scared to look. It could be worse. We could lose to Michigan. That would hurt more. Losing to Michigan hurts. It's like losing to Wisconsin too. That hurts a little. There's 3 teams I don't like losing to. Michigan, Ohio State, Wisconsin in hockey, and USC. Sorry, that's usually implied, but I figured I'd say it. I hate USC so much. Yeah, they're still up in the booth. Let's see, we got time. Trying to take a look at what's behind the rink behind them because I've never been up there. I know my podcast co-host, CNY Hockey Report, Scott, has been up there. I think he's been up there. I think he has. I don't know for sure. I know he's been up in like Morrisville, Colgate, Hamilton, obviously at the Odd. You know, I got to get down to Morrisville. And Hamilton. I've been to Cortland. Yeah, it says that game's live, but they're not going. Geneseo is still 3-0. On Morrisville, Chatham LVC is starting the second. Minute in. Oh, yeah, my computer's all laggy. I don't like that. I don't like that. I really don't. That does not speak anything good for my internet right now. That worries me so much that my internet fluctuates so much. Come on. I'm not getting score updates. Apparently, I think it's Hamilton women's just beat Utica women's. Let me check the Rangers score. I don't know why I'm not getting updates from that. I don't know why. Just a note, looking at the, I haven't even noted this yet, and I thought I was gonna. Erob has a shutout this season. He's allowed 1 shorthander and 5 power plays too, so it's not bad. They've allowed a lot less scoring on the power play than they've done scoring, which is something that I like to hear. Buffalo State's beating Potsdam 3-0. Cortland's up 1 on Newman going into the second. It just changed away from that. And Geneseo, I already said, starting the second, and they're up 3-0. Morrisville, obviously. That's just stuff that came up. Bonino. No, Brodzinski gets a penalty, and it's the first catch power play of the game. Laval Rockets beat the Hartford Wolfpack 5-1. All right, let's get this Rangers score going. Still 0-0, I hope. I think. It is Wild Caps. They scored in 43 seconds. Sonny Milano. Whew. Yeah, Nash is in the lineup for the Rangers tonight. He called up. I'm so glad I have a water with me right now. I'm so used to Hockey Report where I relax for like the first half of the podcast, and the seconds where I kind of start going, like you see it. Yeah, it's a little different coming back to a stream like this. Yep, as 1 minute ago, 1-0 after 20 for the Caps over the Rangers. Oh, I might do while I'm here, I might do a live high score. It'll probably be the last recording I do here before I go home, unless I find time Monday night, and I don't think I will. I don't think I have time. Not unless I did it and I'm studying in the early morning. I have a study block in the early morning that I'm doing. I might. I don't know. It depends on what I'm doing and how long it takes, how fast I can get it in. Why did we just show a highlight of Oklahoma? Okay. Not going to ask. All right, I need to check the lineup to make sure I'm right on the defensive lines. That's what I'm kind of focused on at the moment. And my phone goes slow. There was a swap. Evidomov's in. So lines are Scoville and Johnson, Durazio and Barr, which are normal, and Brighton and Evidomov. As compared to last week. Yeah, there was a lot of tweets from the page. A lot. All right, the guys are back on the ice. And it was Perrick that played. Obviously, we had everybody playing, but Perrick was in that line with Brighton. So everything else is the same. Yep, Spags is gone from that Acosta line, and Gut was filled in. And where's the other missing? I already know the missing guy. Utica is ready to take the opening faceoff for the second period, and they win it back. It takes it away on a board battle, sends it to the middle, and it's sent away by Erob. They try to center it from his left. It goes behind the net. Oswego State still has it up the right side boards. Shoots. Stopped by a body, and Utica sends it out. Oswego State secures it in the neutral. Shot at Erob, and he freezes the puck. That is Erob's first stop period. All right. Utica wins the faceoff to Erob's right, sent back around the boards, and it's sent up on the Utica bench side. They try to cross ice. They can't get it there. Oswego State tries to send it up the board, but Utica gets it back and dumps it. That is Herrera that's there, but it's taken away by Oswego State, but Utica keeps it in. Utica dumps it low. Oswego State has it behind their own net. Waiting. Taking it slow up on the Utica side boards to Milberg's right. Utica carrying. Tries to dump it back to his defenseman, but Utica fights for it and gets it back up the boards on their side, and they're doing a line swap. The forward line comes off. Looks like the third line comes on. And it is dumped out into the fans. Avidamov coming off his line. His D line coming off. Just to note, Utica would have ranked in the actually I'll bring that up. Face off won by Utica Pioneers, I'll bring it up later. And they carried up into the neutral, sent to the center, carrying to the left, shoots off a body. They have it in the corner to Milberg's right. Oswego up those boards, carrying it up those boards in front of the Utica bench, tries to cross to the middle, can't get it there. Utica has it. Up the right boards, dumps it, taken by Oswego State into the offensive zone. Utica side dumps it. They get there on their own bench side. To Erob's right, up the boards to the defenseman. Tries to dump it. He does. Oswego State's there. Behind the net. Dumps it back behind the net. Utica's there. Tries to get it to his man that same way. It's a board battle. Two each team. Two per team. Scoville's there trying to get it out. And he does. Scoville dumps it around to his defense partner, Johnson, and Kimball. And they try to get it up those boards in front of their bench. They can't do it, and there's a line swap, a full line swap, dumped in. Oswego State had it in their own circle, and now is bringing it up their bench side. They dump it. It's icing coming back to the Oswego State zone. I kind of blanked there. It's a lot of back and forth dumping. I would call the announcer just said I wouldn't call it sloppy. I'd call it sloppy hockey right now. Oswego State wins the faceoff, tries to dump it out on their own bench side, but they can't. Sent all the way back around the other way, and there's a board battle. Utica wanted it first, and they win it again. And almost another one. They try to get it up the boards on their bench side. They can't to Milberg's right. They cross ice it, but it doesn't get to its intended target. Utica has it behind their own net coming around, carrying it up into the neutral. It's a pass to the right side. He can't secure it, and Milberg gets it and tries to dump it out. Along the boards, he can't, and that's a board battle. Utica comes in, tries to get it. They almost do on a crashing forward, but Oswego State gets it and dumps it in. Erob has it behind his own net, stops it, and tries to dump it to his own guy. Can't get it. Comes back around the other way. Utica dumps it. Actually, not dumps. Flips it up in the air. Oswego State gets it back in their own zone still. Tries to get it. Can't secure it. Dumped low. Utica has it behind their own net. Carrying it out. Dumps it back around. Sent up into the middle. Can't get it there. Try to cross ice it, but we get it anyways. Utica carrying. Shoots. And it right into the netting. All right, face-off should be to the left. The Hughes Carroll Wood line coming off. No, right. It's going to be to Milberg's right. Face-off won by Andrew De La Rovere back. Defenseman tries to center, and it's a save. Looks like face-off. It buffered. I don't know where the face-off's going to be. Can we not buffer for 5 seconds? All right. The Rovere Vladdy Herrera line staying out there. Ooh, nope. Yep. That was Brighton that was up there. I got so confused. I'm like, wait. I said nope because I thought 2-0 right now. Herrera was out there. That's Brighton behind him. That is Brighton and they beat him off. Was it they swapped on? Yeah. Oswego State wins the draw and dumps it up to Utica side boards. It is icing as Utica wins the race. Coming back down to the other end. Are they doing a full line swap is the question. Looks like a defenseman swap at least. Great, their music got louder. Who opened their door? Sorry for this getting picked up. Nothing I can do. All right, the Briot line's back on. Face off won by Oswego State. Dumps it all the way around. Utica manages to get in front of it. Shooting. Guy in front dumps it out into the middle, and it's missed. All the way to Ethan Roberts. Utica has it behind their own net. Come on. Carrying it up the Utica side. Hit into the boards, and Oswego State gets it. Bringing it up their own bench side. Hit into the boards, and it's dumped in. Utica manages to get a board battle behind their own net. They secure it. Dumping it along their own bench. Looking to swap, and there is a hit from Simons. Dumped into Ethan Roberts. Sends it around his own to the Utica side. Own boards the Utica side. Utica secures it after almost losing it, and then they do lose it. Oswego State carrying it up their own bench side, trying to get through. He can't, and he's pushed to the boards. Utica giving no space. It gets the defenseman is dumped in. Utica manages to get right on top of him, and it finds its way to Ethan Roberts and is frozen. That faceoff is going to be to his right on the Oswego State bench side. The gut line, fourth line is out there. Avidamov D line is out there. Face off won by Oswego State. Defenseman carries it low, tries to center it. He moves into the defensive spot, shoots, hits a defender. Utica secures it, right circle, crosses it wide, sends it wide high, and it's basically dumped in on a pass that doesn't hit its mark, and it is icing. .627 into this second period, and Utica's not getting many opportunities. Face-off won by the Pioneers, dumped around the boards. Utica isn't there, and it's dumped low, but they're there for that. They dump it out. They have a forward who dumps it, and it looks like it's going to be it's going to be some slops, but not full. Looks like a D-line swap and a one-player forward swap. Utica has it, Oswego had it, and they're but then they get taken back to Utica. Shot saved from the right side of Milberg. Come on, wake up, guys. Carroll getting a little talkative. I love it. I love when Carroll gets going. Carroll getting going with number 4 of Oswego State. Oh, we'd be giving it to that guy if the herd was there and it was at Utica. Oh, that would not end well if they were here. Not the herd's kind of coming back. Oswego State wins the draw, sends it back, and dumps it along the boards. It's gone the other way as it's gotten by Utica. They're fighting for it on Milberg's right. It keeps going from back to the one to the other. Down Utica's bench side boards, dumped in by a defenseman. Utica gets there on Milberg's left, but it is gotten lost by Utica behind the net, and it is dumped around the other way behind the net. Up Utica's bench side. Taken away by Utica before the pass could even really get off. Utica trying to carry it up the left or right side to Milberg. They do, and the shot is deflected away by the glove. Defenseman dumps it low. Utica on Milberg's left, trying to go back the other way. He can't. That was Carroll hit back into the boards. Oswego State gets it out, but it looks like Utica has it behind their own net, around the net. up the middle. Defenseman looking, passing high. He gets it into the offensive zone. Oswego State has it to the right of their own net, up the boards, that side, up in front of the Utica bench, and they cross it wide. Looking shots, saved by Erob. Second chance, saved by Erob as he got it back while driving. Utica around to their own bench side board. Looked like a trip. Oswego State's defenseman got it in front of the bench and dumped it. Utica has it on their Oswego State bench side. Dumped around. Carrying it up. Crosses it wide to the Oswego State bench side. Trying to get by is Andrew De La Rovere. He can't. Oswego State around behind their own net. Secured by Utica, low corner up to the defenseman who shoots. It gets on net and it's saved and frozen. A little bit of pushing after the whistle by Oswego State. And that pushing was on Herrera. If Herrera's not pushing back, something's wrong. Usually Herrera's a scrappy little guy. That's what I like about him. Yeah, there was no scrappy right there. That might have just been an after the whistle thing. He's like, yeah, not worth my time. Face off, won by Utica, back, dumped around the boards. Utica gets it behind the net, tries to put it in the slot. He can't. It's a fight behind the net. It was on the net. Blown dead. It's going to be two. Come on, inside. Which way? Sometimes refs go to the wrong side and it messes with me. They're bringing it as they bring it out. There's that line swap. They're bringing it out. Utica wins the draw. Defenseman looking, and he tries to dump it in, but the forward was not ready for that. So Oswego State gets it, driving their bench side, tries to pass it, doesn't hit its mark. Utica dumps it. The Oswego State boards, but Oswego State gets it a deflection, but Utica still has it. They dump it along their own bench side. It goes into the offensive zone. Oswego State has it. They dump it in the neutral. Secured by a Utica D-man. Back to the D-man it started with, dumping it. And that is the Oswego State zone that it was in for a split second, and it's back in off a dump. Oswego State's defense has it. Passing it up into the neutral, into the offensive. That is icing. Looks like Utica's getting some fresh legs off that dump. Just trying to get anybody in. That is the gut fourth line. At least when I say like fourth or first, that's just as listed on the sheet. It doesn't mean they're really what they are. I line them up slightly differently. It's just the order they're in. That is the gut line out there and the bar defensive line. That face-off is won by Oswego State. It's behind their own net. Trying to get it out. They can't. Utica has it, and nope, it's going the other way. Oswego State gets it out, but Utica dumps it in after they re-secure it. Oswego State carrying it behind their own net. Passes it up to the Utica side. Boards. Crosses it wide to the other side. Utica secures it in their own zone, carrying it around, going behind the net, coming around, but passes it the opposing way back the way it came. Utica carrying. Pass wide, and that's offsides. All right. Reset. Get it moving. Utica bench side. Face off. Yep, sure is. And it's won by Oswego State. Comes around behind their own net. They pass across the middle to the Utica bench side. Dumps it in. Secured by Utica. Brings it around behind their own net. Passing back around the opposing way they came. Dumping it up the bench side. Utica has it, dumps it in the offensive zone. Oswego State is there. They try to go back up those boards. They do. Tries to cross it wide. They do. That shot is off of Erob's blocker. And that is a heavy hit laid by Oswego State. They have it in the middle. Saved by Ethan Roberts. They bring it up to their defenseman. Keep it in. Shot. Deflected. They try to get another shot. Saved. They have it behind the net. Oswego State loses it to Utica, who gets it out. Oswego, and that's into their defensive zone or offensive zone. Utica is, and they get it back in the offensive zone after it comes out. and then it goes back around behind the net, up the Utica side boards. Utica keeps it in. Looking, shoots from that right circle on Milberg, and it's saved. It was deflected off the blocker into the netting. We are 11:31 into this second period. Looks like the line right now out for the faceoff is the Herrera ADR Vladdy line. And that is ADR taking the faceoff as normal. Avinomov line is the defensive line. And I think that's Avinomov and Barr. Utica wins the faceoff, has it on the left or on the Utica bench side to the goalie's right. Dumps it around. Oswego State gets it, dumps it around, coming up the Oswego State bench side boards. As he's hit against the boards, Utica gets it back in the neutral and loses it. They try to dump it. It ends up on an Oswego State stick in the offensive zone. They try to cross it. They can't do it. Utica has it behind their own net. Up into the corner to Erob's left, up the boards. Oswego State defender stops it. Crossing it to the middle. The defender looks to shoot. He can't get it on net. Utica has it and trying to get it out of their own zone. They get into the neutral. Carrying is Vladdy. Up into the offensive on Milberg's right. Dumps it. That line comes off. All four come off. That isn't the chaser, and I think that chaser is Herrera. Chaser coming off for the Utica team, and now it is a full five after the dump. Oswego State carries in the offensive dumps and is behind the Utica bench as they resecure it. Up to Utica bench side boards. They get it back after a small fight for it. Tries to dump it almost dumped it into the middle, but dumped it behind the net. Utica can't get there. Oswego State playing it up the Utica bench side. He shoots, and it doesn't even get to the net. Utica carrying it the other way, dumps it along their bench side and dumps it in. Utica going down to get it. That is Vitale. He doesn't get it. Oswego State carrying it back the other way. 2-on-4, and they dump. Oswego State trying to get there and get the puck. That they do. They keep it in, around behind the net. It gets on Erob, but he stops it. No, it goes the other way behind the net. It probably should have been whistled dead there because I think he at least got a bit of a cover. Utica now taking it the other way. Can't get on his tape. It was into the neutral. Should have been a penalty there. Acosta was looking for it too. Oswego State took a clapper from the top. They can't get it. Another shot from Erob's left. Doesn't get there. That was actually a centering pass that time. Nobody got there. Utica coming the other way. 2-on-2. Driving in. Passes behind him. Looking. Shoots. Off the side of the goalie and coming up the Oswego State bench side. No, actually, it was a sky puck in the middle. Utica secures it. Up to their bench side. Driving in. Looking to shoot. Stopped and going the other way by Oswego State from a body. But Utica gets to the puck first, coming back this way. In the offensive zone, shot, save, around behind the net. Oswego State gets it to the goalie's left on their bench side, carries it into the offensive. 3-on-2, looking, tries to pass again. He does, gets it there, but he tried to pass it from Erob's left to right. It got there, but when the centering pass was made to the slot guy on the 3-on-2, it was saved. Forward filling in for the backup goalie spot tonight for Oswego State with their two backups not here. They have a taped over jersey for the player that's playing. Oswego State wins the draw and gets a shot off in front of Erob, but it's saved. And whistle was blown. I don't know what happened to the puck. It's not that well defined where I can tell where the puck goes. First penalty of the game. .14:30 into the second is the first penalty of the game. Looks like it's on Utica. Is that Vladimir? No, it's Avinomov. They zoomed in on Vladdy. They had zoomed in on Vladdy. I'm like, is it on big man? Oswego State wins the faceoff, dumps it low behind the net, going around up to the right side, left side of Erob, shot, it goes wide. They dump it low, carrying low, up high to Erob's right, mid Erob's right. They have one set up in front of that cross ice shot, and that's gloved. They crossed it from Erob's right to left and shot. It looks like they either set up too low, one mid, or two mid high, or one in front of the net, two mid too high, depending on how they rotate. Utica wins the faceoff. It goes around behind the net and they dump it. Utica has it one on one, looking Deeks. Deeks again. He at least tried to get a shot off. Can't really get much there. And it is coming back in the offensive zone for Oswego State. They're looking on Erob's right, circling around behind the net to Erob's left. Higher right, left circle, high, mid, both circles. High left circle shot. It's a goal. Oswego State scores with 1:13 left on the power play. It is 2-1 Oswego State. Can't let that happen if you're Utica. Got to draw some penalties or do something here. Shane Bull gets the score there. Utica wins it back. Looking up their own side boards, they get it there. Utica carrying. They dump it low. They get it around to the Oswego State side, but Oswego State's there to get it. Carrying it into the neutral in the center, carrying it to Erob's left shot, deflected wide. Utica gets it in their own side corner. Tried to dump it out, but it's jumped and gotten by an Oswego State defenseman. What a jump. They dump it along their own board side. Utica gets it as it's loose. Up their own side boards, it's secured by a forward. Nope, it's secured by Oswego State, who sends it around to the other side and dumps it in. Utica has it in front of Erob. They dump it the other way. Dumped into the offensive zone, but Oswego State secures it. D to D. Up the boards. Erob gets it and sends it straight into the boards. He's there and gets the save. It's up to their defenseman who dumps it low. Utica's there and they dump it out. They try to. Instead, it goes the other way and they dump it behind the net, taking it up their own side boards. Can't get it out. The forward falls for Oswego State and Utica gets it out. That was a late push. Oswego State carries it in, shot, saved. Utica has it. Nope, Oswego State has it now along that side. Tries to send it to the center, to the slot, and he can't do that. They have it in Erod's left corner, D to D. D to D again, they try. And that is a loose puck going to Utica. They dump it and change. Full fresh set of legs again. Come on, you got to find something here, Utica. Dumped. Oswego State won it in the corner and sends it the other way. But Utica gets it behind their own net, carrying in their own, dumping along their boards. Secured by Utica into the offensive zone. Shooting. Saved. Glove hand. They have it high. Send it low. It's behind the net. Utica's there first, but there is a board battle. They win it. Utica looking on the left side of the goalie. It's a board battle. They send it around behind the net. Utica secures it. Looking to send to the center. Shot no good. Looks like there's a penalty. Who's it on? This game's starting to get out of hand. There's a little more pushing and shoving and everything. Shane Bull, the goal scorer for Oswego State on their last goal, is going to the box. Looks like Morris is doing a little jawing. Let's go, Moose. Yeah, for anyone who was at the last game, if you heard somebody crazy yelling Moose when he scored the third time, it was probably me. I call him Moose. Anyone who's seen me before knows I have nicknames for certain players to make it a little easier. It's how it goes. Utica on the power play. They win it, or they lose the faceoff, and it goes around behind the net into the bench. Holding was the penalty called. Oh, no, it was Ryan Dickinson. They said it was Bull that got called, but it was Dickinson, the defenseman. Oswego wins the faceoff around behind their own net. They dump it. Utica has it behind their own net. Erob had it. Now picked up by a Utica defenseman. Looking, carrying. Up along their own bench side. Up into the middle is Kimball. They dump it. He dumps it behind him. Carried in the offensive zone. Looking, trying to pass. It's knocked out by an Oswego State player. Bull chasing, looking, tries to drive. He can't. Play is whistled, dead. .119 left on the power play. Utica has not gotten a shot. I don't know if he got a shot off there. Utica wins the faceoff. Around behind their own net comes the puck. Waiting, carrying. Oh, it buffered. Utica dumps it behind him. Dumped in. Morris has it. Loses it. Utica up to the defenseman. Looking. Wide crosses to the other defenseman. Dumped low. Circling. Back to the defenseman. Shot. A deflection is saved. They put it back in front. Saved. Actually whiffed. Jumped out. Pass from Erob. Finds its mark. Utica carrying back into the offensive zone. That was a great pass. And he falls and loses it. It's dumped out. Do another pass, Erob. Oh, he didn't come out to do it. Penalty. Looks like a hook on Oswego State. 24 seconds left on the first holding penalty, and then it looks like a hook on Shane Bull. Announcer knowing that this time it is Shane Bull. They were wrong the first time. Oh, and Erob did get it. Yep, Erob did get it. I call it a trip. That's not a hook. That's a trip. That's more of a trip than anything. 5-on-3 for 24 seconds. Utica ready to take the faceoff. They win it back. Crossing. Shoots. It's blocked. And the defenseman trips. It makes its way to Erob. Circling around behind the net. Coming up through the offensive zone. Final push here. Come on. Dumped in by Hughes. It finds its way to Oswego State. It's dumped. And 2 seconds. 1. That is the second period. Utica will go into the third period with about minute 25 of power play time. They have to capitalize with that power play time. I'm never confident in a power play for a reason. This is why. This is 100% why. Their power play does a lot of playing with the puck. And they're going to do that again when they set up. I'll if I could type, you know? I can't. I can't. It's because my internet's bad today. The connection is unstable. But when I'm home, my connection's great. Man, I don't like how this game's going. Gary better let him know. Hey, there's Trout. Hope Gary lets them know in the locker room and kind of fires these guys up because they need it right now. Called it the spin bin like 8 times. Some Utica fans traveling for that game. There's a few of them. A little spotting from the UC. some white and orange and some blue. All right, let me check if it updates finally. Whew. Oh, that was honestly some stressful stuff. I don't like power plays because I'm on the edge of my seat for the whole thing. And we don't score for the whole thing, so I'm like jumping. Yeah, 128 left on the power play. Utica goes back in. I'm not liking how they're playing. They're not doing what they should be doing. They're playing sloppy. And when they play sloppy, they play like garbage. We've seen it's the tale of two teams, and right now you're not getting the good one. Let's see if the live stats work. This is not the team that just beat Stonehill. I'm going to note that right now. This is not a team that just beat Stonehill. Oh, now it updates. Wow. Could you take any longer? All right, now I can share this screen since now it's working. It took them a period and a half to get it working at least. I have never seen that in, well, I've seen it not work for Utica, but I haven't seen it say, okay, yeah, we're going to have it updated and not update. Nah, I don't like it. You got to do it right or not do it at all. I say that way too much, but you got to do it right or not at all. And again, it's not wrong. So, on face-offs, Utica's doing a lot right now. Braille's 10 wins, 6 losses. That is Braille, right? Yep. ADR is 7 wins to 3 losses. Gut is 7-5. Acosta's 2-0. Carroll's 2-4. So the only person in the negative there on face-off percentage would be, or in the bad in the face-off percentage is Carroll. Ethan Roberts right now is playing an all right game, but I've seen him play a little better. I'm hoping he plays some better game right now. And that's a compliment to how good he's played all season. Really. I've seen him play. I watched him play Stonehill, and wow, was how I defined it. Shots are pretty much the same, 32-33. Why did I go to say assists? Shots on goal are different, 22-12 in favor of Oswego State. Power plays in favor of Oswego State 1 of 1 to 0 of 2. Face-offs winner in favor of Utica to 28-18. Block shots are even at 8s. Here, I'll put the play-by-play out now. And watch, it's going to be behind. Yep, leave it. We're good. We're good. It's finally working. That's a first. Oh, my God. No, my. Did I? I did play it for our goal, right? Yeah, I did. I don't know if it worked. I just noticed it. I'm like, wait, didn't I play what I intended to play? All right. Let me check the Ranger game. And I'll eventually check the Notre Dame game. That's what I hate. There's 3 games on at the same time. At least Army-Navy was earlier today. Good game. Army won. It was like, what, a 1-2 score game? I think it was a 1. Navy was supposed to use multiple quarterbacks. I'm pretty sure they did. Love some I go to say Naval Academy every time. Some military academy in football. Great football. Every year I have to watch an Army Navy game a little bit if I can. I can't reach my water from here, so I'm just gonna have to survive the third period with no water. Oh well. Yeah, I'll be fine. I've done worse with better. I've gone longer without one. There was one stream, I think I went 2 periods without water, and it was the worst thing ever. I can't remember which one, though. Was it Adrian? Adrian, last year. It might have been the Adrian game. I went like 2 periods without water, and I regret it. I only drank between period 2 and 3. I didn't drink. I don't think I drank for the third period. I know I got food between 1 and 2. I got a little bit of food, but I don't think I drank, as far as I remember. Is Lindgren up with Washington? I think he is. Charlie Lindgren, I think, is up with Washington, so I think it's Lindgren and Lindgren tonight. Well, Lindgren's starting, but I don't think. It looks like nothing else has really happened in the Ranger game as far as the score, or else I think they would have said something. Still should be their lead. Looks like, what was that? Plattsburgh just won. UNE hockey. Oh, that's women's. I thought it was UNE men's got shocked. Yeah, that's Plattsburgh, who defeats, what was that, Fredonia? Yep, Plattsburgh beats Fredonia 4-1. Got caught up by that UNE women's score of 6-1 that they lost to. Elmira women's. I'm looking for men's. I know a lot more about men's hockey than I do women's hockey. A little bit. Graham puts Utica up 2-1. Nico Dawes came back last night for the Comets. I didn't even know the Comets were playing tonight. I thought it was tomorrow and last night. So 12 minutes left in the second at 2-1 Comets. I don't know who they're playing. I know last night Nico came back and beat Bridgeport. I love that Nico's back. I think everybody can say that they love that Nico's back. Looking at, they posted a goal too. I'll take a look at it in a minute. I'll pull it up. I'll pull up the goal. The first goal was in Garas. Oh, they got Cuse. I'm glad I'm not at that game. I can't stomach another Syracuse game for a little while. They're playing Poulter tonight. I'm getting real tired of Syracuse and Rochester, and I get why we're playing them. I'm getting real tired of them. And I think a lot of fans agree. I'm real tired of it. It's just I can't take them for so much longer. Great, the same 8 guys that I have. That's why I don't do much on videos on them right now, because I'm like, do I want to make a video on Syracuse 14 times and highlight the same 8 guys 14 times for their side? I hit my mic with my hat on accident. And I'm saying that as I'm wearing my Utica Devils hat. I don't know. I'm just a little tired of it. Can we get like Hartford even? Hartford's not that bad. It's not like you're going to Charlotte, where they just cut 2 games for a home and away game from. Even if you just say, hey, come down here. You know the fans love when we play Hartford. I love when we play Hartford. It's enemy territory. I get to be in enemy territory for a game. Great. Make it another one. Double it. I don't know. And I get it. You have travel restraints, but still, I guarantee you can open up a little bit. You can do something. Or even if you cut a game from a different series. Ooh, Charlotte. Especially, I can't take playing Syracuse that much, though. And Rochester. It gets tiring. And I know a few fans that say that. It gets a little tiring. And it's not a bad thing that you see them all the time when they're rivals, but how much is too much? That's the question. How much is too much? Honestly. All right, let me check this goal. He drove in, towed dragged. It's not a great goal, but it's not horrible. I mean, he toe dragged. It wasn't anything super special, but it's not a bad goal. Now it won't let me out of full screen. There we go. I'm sitting there going, wait, let me out of full screen. I love fighting with technology tonight. It's been bad. I haven't fought this much with technology since when we had the guys on for CNY Hockey Report for Utica U podcast. I remember we had them on, and I don't know if it was putting me and another person in my house on the same Wi-Fi trying to do the same thing screw me up. But, it was so bad. I have never had it have that much of an issue in my own house. FCS After Dark, is that Idaho? Oh, Charlie Lindgren is playing tonight. Lindgren on Lindgren action. What was I looking for? I was looking for something. I got the Ranger score. I wanted the Irish game. Yeah. I'm trying to think. I'm making sure I'm not forgetting anything while I'm on intermission, while I have time to breathe. What I wanted to know, Utica would have been in the top 10 of D1 attendance last home game, with, like 2 people under 4,000? I don't know. It's beautiful. I love it. I love hearing that we had that many people show up and show out. Now, the phone didn't get snagged out of my hand this season. I said it, I'm like, that's amazing. But then I get me going, whoa, what a snag. Because one of the guys in our section decided to snag a huge walrus out of the air that almost hit whoever was below us. And then somebody hit me. Final. Michigan State wins 2-1. But somebody almost hit me. I think somebody did. I think somebody got me once. I almost got hit like 4 times. A lot of them landed in front of me and not with me or behind me. I got one and I hit a Stonehill player with it. Because my one I had, I took a picture of it. It was a little deer. I threw that one on the ice, but then I decided to hit. I was like, if another one lands near me, I'm gonna hit their bench. So I hit their bench with one. Obviously, I'm not like chalking at them over the glass. I'm not that low. I'm not in row C, but like I'm lofting it over. I'm like, here, catch. Buffalo State up 4-0 on Potsdam. Cortland up 1-0 on Newman. And Geneseo up 4-0 on Morrisville. Those are all in the end of the second period. I don't have USCHO up, so I can't look at. Actually, yeah, I do. I don't know why my S isn't typing right now. It should be the letter P won't type consecutively because we're not scoring on those. LVC, Lebanon Valley, is up 1-0 over Chatham going into the third. Wisconsin Stevens Point is tied right now going into the end of the first. St. John's is down 4-0. Anything else of note? Some of these games aren't updated. Let's check out around. It's not even loading. That's how you know it's bad. Let's just say, let's check around the UCHC. But I mean, there's not. When do you ever say that? When do you ever say, let's check the rest of the UCHC, see how they're doing? Not very often. You're only really like that when you got nothing else to do. I'm never like, let's check how Arcadia's doing for the fun of it. I'm just like, I stumble upon it. Or I'm doing a stream and I'm like, we'll check it anyways. Other than that, I'm never like, I want to check it. I don't know. I like taking shots at some of our teams sometimes. It's fun. And again, we're not much better right now. I don't really have much room to talk until we're back in our own building. And the herd, hopefully, I saw the herd kind of back. They weren't fully back, so I think they will be fully back next week or next game after the break. So we'll see there. That's always a big component. Yep, Arcadia 7-1 final over Franklin Pierce. Amherst beat Middlebury 3-2. Elmira 7-0 over Brockport. Hobart up 2-1 over Trinity. That is final. I thought that was still going. It's MSOE that's beating St. John's 4-0. Albertus Magnus beat Nichols 6-0 final. Endicott beat Riviere 4-0 final. Adrian beat Augsburg 3-0 final. Plattsburgh Fredonia, I think I already talked about that, 4-1 final. Just started against Alvernia. Stevenson snowed King's College. UW Stouts beating UW River Falls 4-0 at the end of the first. River Falls is on a power play to start the second. UW Superior's tied with Northland end of the first with a Northland power play going into the second. And UW Eau Claire and UW Stevens Point are the ones that are tied at zips at the end of one. All right, let's check and see if we're back yet. We should be in a minute. Oh, this chair I'm sitting in that I sit in for the podcast too. You can't see it because they usually keep it low enough. Not good. I didn't realize sitting here for a full stream was going to be this bad. Usually, I'm used to doing our podcast where usually I'm down for like 45. Roughly, I'm sitting here for 45, and that's not bad. I can do that. But I've been here for an hour and 46, and this chair is uncomfortable for an hour and 46 minutes. I'm going to lean back a little and pull this forward. If that's all. Oh, there we go. I was like, wait, it should adjust. There we go. That's better. I hate these chairs here. Although the other one's fully wood, so this will do while I'm waiting for this game to come back on. Oh, we are live. Okay, it was a little behind. Utica has it in their own zone. Actually, nope, we switched sides, so it's not in their own zone. They had it in front, redirected wide, and Oswego carrying it the other way. I don't know why it decides to tell me it's not live until I check. Utica had a stop, E-Rob off a drive, and they have it behind their own net. It was sent up their own bench side into the offensive zone, dumped behind Utica. Oh, no, it didn't get behind. It was covered by Milberg. The way he went around the net, I thought it went behind. Brilt line coming off, and it looks like the Herrera line should be coming on. No, Herrera's coming off. Was there a switch? There, is Brilt running with the twos? Well, with the two line, I should say, not twos. They're not twos. They're all their own line. Oswego State tried to carry it in, but it was dumped. They had to get it by somehow. Back around behind the net. Oswego State is there. It gets up to E-Rob's right top circle. Sends it to the defenseman on that right side. Shot. Saved and sent wide. Oswego State doesn't get it. Pioneers are there. Up their own bench side. Dumped. Icing. Got to wake up. Down 2-1. Third period. Need something here. Face off. E-Rob's left. Won by Utica. Trying to get it out. They do. Utica. But it's dumped back in. Utica almost had it. Utica has it on their own bench side, trying to get it out along those boards. They do. But Oswego State secures it off the stick of a Pioneer. Along their own bench side, gets it in off the center. Shot. Save. It was sent off the blocker into the netting. Apparently hit the bar. Oswego State wins the faceoff, but the Pioneers steal it away, carrying it off the Oswego State bench side, dumped in. Can't get it in. Oswego State taps it into the Utica zone. Utica gets it behind the net. Trying to go up as there's a board battle in the corner. 3 Pioneers, 1 Oswego State, not 2. Nope, there is 2 Oswego State. I was right. Back into the board battle it goes after almost coming out the left side. Now coming out the right. The Utica sends it up in the middle. It doesn't meet tape, and it is called an icing. I wouldn't have called it icing. I think there was defensemen there who could have made a play on it because they were both around wood. Oswego State pulling off the line. That is Carroll taking the face off. It is won by Oswego State. Snap down low. They get it behind the net. Taken away. No, and then it's taken away again. Oswego State dumps it along the Utica side boards. Utica gets it up to the middle. Holds onto it. Dumps it in. Tries to dump it in. He gets it in. Dumped. Nope. Taken away before it was dumped. Up to Oswego State boards. Goes D to D. Down low in front of the Utica bench. Back into the defensive zone. Erob has it. Comes around behind the net from Erob to a defender in the corner. Up to Utica boards. Utica has it driving up. Looking, shoots. Wide. Doesn't hit the net. Out in front, shot. No, it was a shot from the top right point. Or top right circle, not top right point. Oswego State gets it back, but it's stopped by Utica Pioneer. Shot. Saved. They have it. Up the Oswego State bench side. Utica secures it. Brings it in. It was dumped low, actually. Behind the net. Oswego State brings it around. Coming back around the other way behind the net. Tries to send it up. They can't. Utica's fighting for it. They can't get it. Oswego State coming the other way. Utica D to D, actually. Dumps it in low. Doing a swap. Up in the middle. Shot. Sent wide. Utica sends it back around. Tries to send it back around behind the net, but it stays on Oswego State stick. He tries to cross it. It doesn't and doesn't get where it's intended, but Oswego State still has it. They dump it in. D to D. Utica has it in their own zone. Tries to cross it wide. Stopped by an Oswego State player coming into the Utica zone. 2-on-2. Tries to stop it. Shot. Score. Oswego State makes it 3-1. Well, that might bury Utica already. With the way they're playing, they're buried. What was E-Rob doing? He left all that net. Looks like this game might be a little out of reach already with how the Utica Pioneers are playing. Oswego State wins the face-off. Utica challenging. It comes back out into the neutral. Oswego State has it, carrying it along their own side boards. It's taken away by Utica, but it's a board battle. Now Oswego State almost has it. They do. Coming along on E-Rob's right. Looking. Taken away. Taken away by Oswego State in the neutral. Dumped in. Utica's there. E-Rob stops it behind the net for a defender. He passes it up the boards. Utica now carrying up the center. Pass. Crossing the offensive zone. Shot. Saved in the glove. Actually, it was into the netting. He came out like it was in his glove. Offense is going to wake up now or never. ADR line on to take the face off. Scoville behind him. Oh, no, that's Herrera behind him. Won by Oswego. Behind the net. Looking to his left. Still looking to his left. Comes off his right side. Sends it up the middle. Doesn't find his intended target on the blue line. Looking cherry pick. Comes back into the Oswego State zone. They pass out of it. Tries to pass off the boards. They do. But it's dumped. Utica there. Up the Oswego State side boards. Oswego State gets it, dumps it down those same boards. E-Rob's there, stop it behind the net and pass to a defenseman. D to D behind the net, looking off the Utica boards. It's dumped off the Utica boards. It's not there. Lakers had it behind their own net, came up the left side, but passed it back behind the net. And it's going back up those Utica side boards, crossing to the Oswego State side. Trying to go up back into the slot. Tipped into the penalty box. Oswego State wins the faceoff, comes back into Utica zone. They have it in the low left corner. Utica carrying it up the left side boards, crosses it. Finds its mark, dumped. Icing is called. Really? Nope, penalty. Penalty on the Lakers. Going to the box. No idea what the call is. .12:47 left in the third. Utica on the power play for the next 2 minutes. Acosta's out there to take the face off. Won by Utica. Can't get it. Gets it back to the defenseman. Right to left. Left low. Tries to put it behind the net. Oswego State gets the puck. Tries to get it out. Finds a defenseman. D to D. Right side looking. Shoots. Oswego State gets it off the rebound and tries to carry it into the offensive zone. They dump it back in the defensive zone. They're just wasting time. D to D. They're just holding on to the puck. Send it back up the boards on their own side. Carries in the offensive zone. Taken away by Utica. The power play thing's not even up on the broadcast, so I have no idea. 12:47 was when it came up, so they still have just over a minute. Utica carrying into the offensive zone. Looking. Dumped low. And it is up into the stands. Utica has 1:06 left on the power play. Wow, now you finally have it up there. It was interference called on Bala, the defenseman. All right, gotta wake up here if you want to score. This is an influential power play, and Utica's 0 for 2. About to be 0 for 3, probably. Utica wins the faceoff up to the right B. Looking, surveying. Passes a little low. Circles. Now it's high right D. Shots through the middle. Tip is sent wide. They have it on the low right side, carrying it up to the right D. Up to the left D. That is Vladdy. Up to the center. Right. Shot. It's not wide. Cleared. Pioneers carrying. Moved over. He has it in front of that shot. Misses. It gets cleared, and Utica gets it in their own zone. That is E-Rob there. Sends around the boards. Utica skating it in the neutral. Into the offensive. Looking left side. Crosses it. Shot. Second shot doesn't go in, and it's behind the net. Power play is about to expire in 2, and that power play is over. Puck is dumped. And if Utica couldn't capitalize there, they're not going to find many more opportunities like that. Coming back around the other way, Utica's there. It got dumped all the way into the opposing side of the ice. And it's getting brought along the Utica boards. Utica has it in their own zone. Into the offensive zone looking. Can't get a shot off. Oswego State, they dump it. No chasers, and it's an icing. Tyler Flack of Oswego State to the locker room after a big hit. Milburn makes a glove save off a shot off the face-off. It kind of froze for a second for me. Our cluster line still on with Dutt and Murph. Nope, Dutt and Lundberg, not Murph. Face-off won by Oswego State. They carry it up the Utica boards. Dumped. Utica wins, D to D. Dumped in. That's an icing? Why would you cut to a reporter in the middle of play? What was that? You cut back to the camera as the play started. Penalty called here. Hey, they called extracurriculars too after the whistle. That is another Oswego State going to the box. That's 1-6 for Oswego State. There's a roughing. If Utica does not capitalize here, it's bad. They're already 0 for 3. Hey, Sylvester, the ref that all of the odd hates. That is the only ref you can bring up in the odd. Everybody will give you the same match. But Utica has had a horrible time on the power play today, 0 for 3. Let's see if what they do this power play. I honestly don't know what they're going to do. Face-off is going to be to the goalie's left. Face-off was reset. Utica wins. Up to the right D to lefty. Scoville holding. Back to right D. Looking. Sends it low. Moving around shot. Save. Right into his chest protector. More extracurricular. I'm glad I found somebody else extracurricular. See? I love it. It's the only thing they've done right today. You know, they made a cut to a cameraman who they had already cut off that segment, but oh well. At least they're doing something cool. Utica back to the left side, face-off. Dotman is won by Oswego State. Looking to send it along the Utica bench side. They don't. Utica has it. ID carrying a little low, moving around. Drifting it to the center, looking to the left or to the right side. Center, left side. Low, left or low right. Yeah, low left. I keep going back and forth how I'm doing this. Low left, there's a board battle. Utica wins and defense has it on the right side. Looking shot and left low. Up to the center shot. No good. Puck comes out and is dumped out. Utica has it though. Dumps it in. Doesn't get dumped, actually. D to D again. Third time. Just resetting. Going to take some time here with 53 left on the power play. And carrying up the center of the ice. Going to try. Watch, they're going to drop it back. Oh, really? No, they're not. And it is in the offensive zone. Thought he was going to drop it. All the way around, Utica has it. Trying to move it around. Up in the high right, up to center. Low left. Moving up to high left. That's low left, below the circle, up to the high circle. Dump back down again. And it's dumped out. Nothing in 30 seconds. It looks like they will not score on this power play either. About to be 0 for 4. Utica dumps around the boards. It is secured by Oswego State. It looks like there's a board battle. Utica wins it. Up to the defenseman. Looking in the center. Looking still. Coming low, passes. Looking center. Move, shoots. Goes wide. They've been going wide a lot this game. Oswego State carrying it the other way. Utica has it in their own zone. Dumps it in. Utica has it. Trying to get it in front into the slot. They can't. Oswego State has it. They dump it along the Utica bench side. That is icing. Utica power play is 0 for 4. And the power play, like a fellow person from my section would say, They know who they are. Our power play has never been good. Never. When has our power play been good? We trash our power play all the time. We've trashed our power play for the last 3 years. Always. Always end up having to trash our power play because it's not good a lot of times. And we say that, and then things happen, like games. But our power play is kind of meh a lot. Face off was won by Utica, dump low, have it in front of that shot, does not get there. Utica has it low right side shot. Actually, it was passed around behind. Oswego State had it and tried to get it out. They can't. Utica dumps it low. Trying to get it back up high. They can't. Back low. Battle on the boards. Won by Oswego, and it's coming back the other way. That is covered by Roberts. Face off will be happening to what it looks like his right from where the ref's standing. No, maybe his left. Utica got to wake up now or never. Maybe never. Yeah, it's going to be to his left. I'll try it first time. Utica wins the face-off around behind the net, off their own sideboards, looking and does cross it wide, but it's taken away by, or it's almost taken away by Oswego State. Dumped into the offensive zone. Oswego State gets it. Gets out and back into the offensive zone. They try to dump it in. Utica has it and can't get it and goes sliding into the boards. It ends up in front of the goalie and it's covered. Christian doing a little extra shoving too. Who keeps angering Christian? When are people going to get the lesson? Do not anger Christian. Every time somebody gets Christian angry, it doesn't end well. Face off to Milberg's left. That is Briot with Wood to his left. No, that's normal line. Morrison Vitale. It is won by Utica. They get it, but Oswego State gets it and gets it out. They're driving to E-Rob's left. Look, shoots, saved. Time winding down, and it looks like Utica chances are getting lower as that time keeps ticking. I do like these announcers. It goes all the way around into the offensive zone. Milberg gets it and sends it along the boards. It's moving up the Utica boards. Now going back. Utica secures it along behind the net. Utica gets there, high right circle, up to the defenseman, crosses, looking, dumps it low. ADR are along the boards, looking to go back up to the defenseman. It does. Dumps it. Oh, it tries to get over defenseman, and he doesn't. He shoots. It's good. Score. That is, who is it? That makes it 2-3. It looks like it was Michael Herrera. The flag and the horn are there for Utica too. The flag and the horn, whoever it is that's just on the other side from us with the white flags there. I got to order mine still. Let's go, Herrera. Number 2. That's number 2 on the night for number 8, Michael Herrera. That is his 5th of the season, giving him his 9th point. Oswego State has the puck in their own zone, trying to send it up the boards. They can't get it out. Utica has it gets back into their offense or into their zone. Utica fighting for it. Utica had it behind the net and then lost it. Oswego State finally gets it out. Time's still ticking for this Utica team. Icing called, and it's going back to the Oswego State zone, likely to from what it looks like it's going to Milberg's left. Man, I wish I could have been there this game. No, I don't know. I know. That's his sixth. I just looked. Are you sure? I'll look again. I don't know if that's right. Oswego State lost the face-off, but managed to secure it, and they're looking, shoots. It was crossed, but it was a great save by Erob going post to post, and Utica has it in their own zone, dumping it, and it ends up 2-on-2 in the zone. Shot wide. Utica has it in the right corner. Boards back now. Oswego State gets it across to the wide. Almost stolen away. They dump it. Utica secures it in their own zone. Dumps it out into the offensive zone. 2-on-1 looking. Pass the shot. Oh, it doesn't go in. Coming the other way for Oswego State. They dump it in, but Utica is there. Utica gets it behind their own net. Looking, carrying up the middle of the ice. Up to the bench side, dumping to a player. It doesn't get there. Oswego State gets it and goes the other way, but it ends up on a Utica's defenseman's stick. That was Kimball. Goes along the Oswego State bench side boards, but they secure it and come the other way. Fighting for it is Kimball. Kimball manages to get it back, push back a little. Shot, and it's sent wide into the netting by Erob. Now I want to see if there's any A's that have been handed out now that Scobie's got the C. I'm going to have to look into that. That face-off is won by Oswego State with a forward challenging from Utica. They dump it low. Utica secures, carries it up the center, pass to the Oswego State side boards, crosses it back over the middle. Utica looking, shoots, and it is blocked. It's going the other way for Oswego State. He gets stopped and dumped along the boards on the Utica side. Utica gets it behind their own net, looking, passes up those same boards, and it crosses into it didn't cross. It was up the boards again, and Utica loses. They cross and they enter the zone. Tries to pass across. It doesn't get there. Utica fighting for it along the boards. Oswego State gets it. Coming up their own side boards. There's another board battle. It's sent along the boards again. Utica's first there, but Oswego State's on him. 3:07 left. Utica's time's ticking. Oswego State looking to try to get it on net, and it's blocked again. Utica has it up high, shoots, does not make it on net again. Utica has it now, and they get it out. They dump it, and it looks like it must have hit somebody on the way there because it is not icing. They cross it, bring it up, and it's kept in by a Utica forward. Utica's there, shot, sent away into the netting, I assume. 2:34 left to go in the game. Utica's time is ticking. It looks like Herrera was just coming off, so it looks like the following line, what I call the scrapper line, should be out next if they put in the Carroll line. Yeah, that to me, that's – oh, no, they put the lead line, the Briot line, but it was won by Oswego State, and they dump it out. It ends up on the tape of a Utica defenseman who crossed it the other way in their own zone, dumped up the Oswego State side boards, dumped in. Oswego State's there first, and they get it out all on the Utica boards, but Utica's there. Hammerman didn't know where it was. Dumped along the Oswego State side, and it comes into the offensive zone. The goalie has it. Dumps it along the Oswego State side boards again. Utica's there to try to get it. They don't. Oswego State's there. 2-on-2. Shoots. Hits a body. Utica has it, trying to get it out. They don't. Oswego State has it again, dumping it low, left side. Tries to cross it. It's not there. Utica has it in the neutral zone, trying to cross it. It doesn't find its mark. Utica's there. Shot. Save. Great save by Ethan Roberts. Great save by Erob. Oh, he deked and almost had it, but E-Rob makes a great play. Now they just got to get it going the other way. 141 left in the third. Utica trailing by 1. Not looking good. That time just ticks and ticks and ticks. This reminds me of UNE game all over again, except with a new squad. And not as polished squad. Timeout called by Gary Heenan. Yeah, I don't see it happening. I'd love it to, but with how young of a team this is, I don't see it. I'd love it to. I don't see it. Isaac Green, timeout was called by Utica. Let him know, Gary. Let him know. I say that all the time during games, and I'm like, I should start yelling that. So every once in a while, I hear like a, "Let him have it, Gary." I like to do that occasionally, just like, "Hey, let's go." We yell for and against everybody else, but we don't yell for Gary. The only time I yell at Gary is if he gets on a ref, really, and I'm like, "Yeah, let him have it, Gary. Let him have it." He's done it, but he did it last games ago. He got it. I know he got on in the Elmira game. And I like the biggest. Let him have it. Let him have it. It was a bad call. I will not talk about that Elmira situation anymore. I don't want to get angry. Utica face off to Erob's left. They'll probably look to come off if they take it in the offensive. ADR taking the face off with the second line. It is won by Utica. Comes around behind the net. Dumped. Tries to dump. Doesn't. It's saved by Erob. Still out in front. Loose. Utica. It was behind the net. Utica coming around. Erob looking to come off. Dumped back in. 124 left. Utica's got to get it out and get it in the offensive zone if they want a chance at scoring. Utica still playing around with it. Loses it. Scoville looking, passes up, and it blowed. 104 left. 103, actually. So not looking good. Now it's an ice. Now it's a minute and 3. It's probably a minute. It's not looking like it for them. They need a miracle. Utica needs a miracle here. It goes all the way around, and Oswego State almost secures it. Utica has it now. It's going a lot of back and forth. And the goalie is out. Rob is out. The extra skater is on. Utica had it behind their own net. It's going back and forth. They try to get it back around. Oswego State has it, trying to get it into out of their own zone. There's a scrap for the puck. It's dumped out. It's cleared. Utica is there. That's a trip. Shane Bull is fighting to get the puck. Utica is fighting against him. They're trying to keep it away. 23 seconds left. My feed just froze. Utica moving it up trying to get in the offensive zone. They can't even secure it. Whistle blown dead offsides. 14 seconds left. 19. Yeah, there needs to be an absolute miracle here. Utica's going to lose 3-2 to Oswego State. Great. Another example of getting down early because of bad defense, and then as a young team that's going to burn you. You don't have last year's team of heavy hitters. And at times it feels like Barr is a liability. What is Barr's plus minus? How is it a 5? Utica has it, trying to get it out and do anything with it. 8 seconds left. It's taken away by Oswego State. And 3 seconds, 2, 1. That's over. Utica loses 3-2. That was a collapse there. Utica does not show up in the first and the second periods, playing very sloppy and ineffective hockey. And then the end, it burned them. I mean, you kind of saw it coming if you were watching, as soon as you saw it, it was just, they didn't show up. Utica didn't show up for 2 periods, and that'll burn any team, especially a young one. So, I mean, there's not much else to say other than it's sloppy, but that's what you get. That's what you get when you play sloppy. You lose to a team like this. You can't. This is the hangover from beating a D1 Stonehill. Anyways, there's not much left to really be said on that note. I mean, all I can really say is that's disappointing if you're a Utica fan to watch a team pull off last week and then just have that hangover and just say, and not show up for 2 periods. Okay, now people are yelling out there. So I'm going to go, well, okay, they might have gone in the room. I every time I'm on stream, something happens. But, whether it was technical errors or what have you, or people yelling in the background, this will hopefully next play-by-play, if I do any of the Manhattanville games, those I think are the first week of December or first week of January, and I'm home for that. So hopefully I'll be able to do it in a nice environment without all the noise. And you never know. I mean, we'll see. That was just a disappointing game from a team that could have done a lot better. But we'll see what they do after a break. We'll see how they come back against a rival. And finally, I know we got one of our junior Comet teams out in Buffalo. I don't know if any other ones are out there, but we got one of them out there. They know who they are. Good luck. I mean, they got beat again today. So, I mean, we'll see. But I just wanted to note those guys out there, and, hope you do good tomorrow if you play, and hopefully the ride home's not too bad. Anyways, so everyone, have a good I almost said Thanksgiving, Christmas, and Christmas break. I may be back before Christmas. I don't know. I probably will. If not, or if you don't watch any more of my videos or anything before Christmas, happy Christmas. We may have a podcast before then. Who knows? Probably. But anyways, I don't know what will happen between then and now, if I'll do anything that's recorded or just edited. So if I do not do anything recorded, that's not a podcast on here, which I think I'm going to do some more podcasts. But if not, happy Christmas. Or if you don't see any of those, happy Christmas or whatever you celebrate for this. Happy New Year's, probably. I'll have a video up before New Year's as a joke. But anyways, I probably will. I'll have something by then. But anyways, I'll see you later. Anyone who's doing finals next week, good luck. I know I'll need it. And I'll see you later.